Hello and welcome to day 22. We are getting so close to Christmas and the completion of our daily Vlogmas. At first this was overwhelming. In the middle it was overwhelming. It's still overwhelming, but I'm enjoying doing the daily posts. And I'll look forward to the break. You might as well. But I'll still keep posting content, obviously, into the new year. We've got some great stuff planned as we move along. So in any case, today we're sharing some of our holiday baking and, just other activities that you do getting ready for the holidays in 2021. Yeah. So stick around and keep watching. All right, just a reminder of our verse. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I already talked a lot about this yesterday, so I don't need to go into it again. Frankincense is today's character or element in our story of the 25 days of Christmas. A reminder that it is a priestly spice and incense that was used in acts of worship. And it's a beautiful, very expensive gift at the time that the Magi brought to Jesus. It's time for day 22's puzzle. And we're taken right into her face, Minnie's face. Oh. This box is not looking so good anymore. Let's make it. Here, the Mickey Castle, or the lodge. The Waltz Holiday Lodge looks more like a little castle. The sign on the side, all those different directional signs, says Pluto Winter Playground, Mickey Mouse Ski Lifts, Waltz Holiday Lodge, Goofy's Ski Lessons, Donald Duck Ski Rentals, Daisy Duck Hot Cocoa, Chip and Dale's Eat and Treat, and Minnie Mouse Holiday Shop. Lots of signs and directions giving us a setup of all the different areas that the puzzles are going to show. Okay, welcome to my kitchen. Again, it is leading up to the holidays. It's always time for baking and making sweets, and so that's what today has been for us. I'm not going to walk you through everything that I made today in terms of a how-to, so don't worry about that. You all have your own recipes for baking. I just want to show you the product of what I made today. I am going to show you the process, though, of something that we make every year, and that is toffee. It's hard, and yet it's not hard. And I really shouldn't talk as if I have a lot of experience. I just made my first batch, and thankfully it was successful. Diane is the one who usually makes it. She has a great knack at it, but she's not feeling her best today and thought, well, just go ahead and give it a try, because I've always wanted to try it. So this is the year. And we make all these different goodies, and we give them in, like lots of you do, make little packets and give them to our neighbors and friends. And so one year we made the toffee for one of our neighbors, and she came out after the holidays and she said how much she loved it. And she said, I was planning to share it with everybody in my house, but I tasted the first bite and I didn't share it. That stuff is like crack, and it really is good. But it's just got some simple ingredients, and so let me get you started on what we do. Okay, I had intended to record all of that cooking process. I thought I pressed record, and then I did the toffee, showed all the foaming, all the stuff that was supposed to happen. And then I moved the camera to do this part of it and realized it hadn't recorded. So I am so sorry. And yeah, So what I've done is I've made the toffee, and there's a certain spot when it foams up that it just smells right. And even in the other room, Diane said, "It's done." Her nose is so good. She could smell. And so I came and I poured it over here, and it's hot. It's in this buttered tray. And I've sprinkled the candy on there. And it's so hot that in just a moment, I mean, it retains its heat for a while. In just a moment, these candy bits will get soft, and I will be able to spread them around. And once then the candy is spread around, I will top it with a little bit of salt and the nuts, and it should be good to go. I think that's good enough. Let's put just a few crystals of the salt. Just sprinkle it ever so lightly. Not everybody does this. We do. We just think it tastes so good. All right. The pistachios. Very different nut choice for most people. We think of walnuts or pecans. And but we like trying different things that we've experimented with over the years. We've even done, Diane did some one year with a little bit of cayenne in it, I think. Yeah, pretty sure. I want to press it down a little bit into the chocolate so that it doesn't all fall off. Some of it obviously will. There we go. Okay, here are the results of my baking day. These have not yet cooled enough. The chocolates have not set enough for me to break them and see if I truly was successful. But I believe I was. But here are the different cookies that I made today. Obviously, there are bazillions of cookies that are popular around Christmas. These are the ones that have risen to the top in our family. Partly because, frankly, they're good. And then secondly, because we just don't really like to bake that much. We're a small family, and so you can't bake every cookie you like. So my hope always is that somebody gives us a little sampler like we got there in the mail the other day that I showed you. So my grandmother was a fantastic cook. She immigrated from Canada, and she was a personal chef for a wealthy family for a lot of years in her life. And so she had a lot of these recipes that I've come since to realize were pretty common in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. I did some Google searches and found out this cookie here. She always called this a ranger cookie, and I am thrilled because I have the recipe written in her hand. Her writing this down, her little notes, she would double it, and so then my mom went at one point and wrote the doubled measurements. Then over the years I had my own version of it. They're cornflake cookies. I did a research of them and found them. They were probably promoted by Kellogg's or something at one point. But they're awesome. In my mind, they're the precursor to breakfast bars that you get prepackaged. These here we call canteen bars, and again, in my grandmother's hand, she said spry, which I guess is shortening, and of course then I don't generally buy shortening, so I use butter, but it's really yummy. It's got a pre-baked crust, and then a lot of coconut nuts layered on top. Just a really yummy cookie. This is a standard one that a lot of people do. You crumble up the graham cracker in butter, layer it with some coconut chocolate, and then drizzle sweetened condensed milk on top. So easy, so easy. I don't know if it has an official name. We just call it in our family cookie bars. And I wrote this recipe years and years ago. Someday I aspired to put them all in a computer program, but whatever. And then this one is a cream cheese cookie, and essentially it's a sugar cookie with cream cheese added. and then it's a soft dough that you squeeze through an extruding thing into strips. So it's just butter and sugar and flour, vanilla, cream cheese, and an egg yolk. And it's just got a nice, soft, simple, good flavor. So love it. We're gonna box a lot of these up and give them to neighbors, because again, we're just, you know, my daughter, my wife, and I, and we just can't eat all that, and nor should we. And gift giving is the joy of the holidays, to make all these goodies and share them with others. Okay, we've cracked into it. It breaks perfectly. My first attempt ever at toffee, and it is so good, and I am so pleased. Yay!
We're doing what most of America is doing this weekend. Getting a COVID test, waiting in line. This says Christmas 2021. Okay, we've been in line probably 35 minutes now. We're getting close. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going here to find out if we need to go there. Yeah, we don't want to go to the hospital for Christmas.
No worries.
What's your name?
Leonard Banks.
And what's your Kaiser number?
210.
Thank you. And I'm going to have you put your mask on, please.
Oh.
Sorry.
How do you do that if it's over my nose?
So I'm going to have you, pull it down just below your nose.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just like that. I'm going to have
Okay.
you come towards me, please. A few seconds each side. Thank you. And you're all set. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day and happy holidays.
Merry
You too.
Christmas. All I want for Christmas is my COVID test. My COVID test. My COVID test. All I want for Christmas is my COVID test.
And we don't know how to end this song.
And we hope it doesn't land us in the hospital.
Oh, there we go. I am in downtown Redwood City, the county seat of our town, and they have lit these trees so incredibly, 2 of them, giant redwoods. So beautiful. So thank you for watching. So just to follow up on the COVID tests. So we took the COVID tests and we are doing okay. We have not received the results of the official test as of posting this video, but we have taken at-home tests and both have tested negative. We were exposed and with a friend of ours who did contract it, a breakthrough case. And so we just want to be mindful going into the holidays. We are working around a lot of people, and so we just want to be careful and show concern for others around us, and just also to make sure we're not sick, and if we are, to take care of ourselves properly. So so far so good, and we'd appreciate your thoughts and prayers, and so thank you for joining us.